Oh, I have to give control. Y'all,
SLS.
struggle bus.
SLS. Email the
I got it.
PowerPoint. Then I can load it. You email the PowerPoint to me.
Does that work? Who just came in? Somebody else came into the.
I'll admit.
Yeah, admit, please. Can you? Okay. I came down here early to make sure this stuff was working. Still didn't work. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna get the little meme of the burning dog. It's gonna be my life. I love that meme. It is like my life in a nutshell. Why? Get it? Okay. Did you share it? The shared content is fit to your screen. Okay. Oh, okay. Actually, what I can do is I can. No, we can do it. Okay, we're gonna try again. Oh, I just tried to move it from there. Look at you with like a pen and a tablet and crap. Uh-oh, look, he broke it. See, it's not just me. How do I go that way?
You want to go that way?
Oh, there we go. Yeah, just move it there. Okay. Are we ready? I don't know. I got this now. We'll see. Okay. First thing we did, coordinate system, right? Okay. What do you call the two-dimensional rectangular or what? Coordinate system. Starts with a C.
Coordinates.
What?
Coordinates. Coordinate system. Coordinate system.
I'm getting it. No.
Coordinate system.
No. Y'all know.
He said it started with a C. He's saying coordinate system.
The corny coordinate system? No. How about Cartesian? Nope, I can't get it to work. No, it stopped. Why am I special today? It's fine. Okay, what's the horizontal line?
Wait, how do you spell Cartesian?
C-A-R. T-E-S. T-E-S. I-A-N. Yeah.
Actually, you can write.
I don't need to do that. I'll do it for the exercise. Okay, so horizontal line is what?
X-axis.
Axis, yes. Where's Ryan?
I don't know.
X. What's Y? I mean, what's vertical? Okay, so Y-axis. When they intersect, what do you call that? Origin. What did you say?
Origin.
That's not what you said. What did you say? I can't read it. Okay. Points on the coordinate system or point are located by using what? The ordered pair. They're like, oh yeah. Okay. You gotta have that ordered pair of X and Y, right? X always comes first. Y is always coming second. Right? I got Dr. Fernando doing my drawing for me, thank goodness.
I'm very poor at spelling.
That looks really good. I love it.
So,
Okay.
So correct me if spellings is wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. That's close enough. Okay. Between that horizontal and vertical axis, you make four what?
Quadrants.
Quadrants.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay. That's a good one. From the origin moving to the right, X goes positive, right? Negative is plus, right? Other than that, what else can you call your X coordinate? Starts with A. Maybe No, there's not a C. How about ABS? C. SSF? No. Bravo.
Oops. Sorry, my bad.
ABS. CI, I was gonna say.
I've never seen it.
And then the Y coordinate is the ordinate. Do you have your, is your microphone on? Yeah, I think that will help. Awesome, thanks. Okay. Your first quadrant here on the left, right? What is your X in that quadrant?
Negative.
So it's what? 0, less than 0, right? Where is it equal to 0? At the line, right? Okay. Over here, my X is greater than 0. What is my Y? Why? Because it's up on the top half, right? For here, X is less than 0. What is Y down here? Okay, Y. You're below the line. You're below your axis line, right? Last one, X is what on this side? Why? Because you're on the right. Okay. Yeah? Good? Thumbs up? Okay. We can go to the next slide. He's like, no. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to graph some points, okay? This is the first graph on your paper, right under the box, okay? Determine the distance between the points, -3, -5, and 3, 3. Okay? We're going to do it in steps. After we do it in steps, we're going to look at the equation for it and where it comes from, okay? Where's the point -3, -5? You're awesome. 3 to the left, 5 down. Okay, so put a dot, 3, 5 down. Oops. Did I do that?
Yes.
I won't touch the board.
Just to make sure, the
Yes.
top right's quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, the bottom left, the quadrant 4, the bottom left.
I think it's the other way around.
So
Does
one,
it go clockwise? 1,
Yes, 1,
2, 3, 4.
I think it's.
no, 1 is the top right.
1 is the top right. It's
The top right.
plus plus, and then 2,
It's
3, 4,
Okay. Thank you.
like a clock. Okay, so just put a dot right there at -3, -5. Okay. Second point, 3, 3. Where's that at? 3 to the what?
To the right.
Thank you. 3 to the right, 3 up. Put a dot there. And then let's see your very beautiful artistic skills and connect the dots. Connect the dots. La, 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 la. Y'all are too young for that, aren't you? Look, he's using his folder. You're so smart. There we go. Y'all, when I did it on mine for the example, I totally did it wrong. Just for check. Okay. I think you can go to the next slide. I feel you. There you go. Those are dot-ish. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my line.
Okay. Can we do it again? I'm sorry. I probably should have made sure it was on there. Okay. Little step 2. Okay. What does it say?
Wait.
Connect the points of the line. We're going to call it D. Okay. Draw a straight line down
Sure.
from there because you want to make a triangle.
Sure.
Okay. Do a vertical line through that point 3, 3. Okay. Vertical line 3, 3, 3. 2, 3, 3. Let's do a horizontal line at -5.
You label these lines also.
Okay? There you go. Those two lines we just drew, where are they intersecting at?
Oh, green negative one.
3, -5. That's what goes on that second box under there. Okay? This horizontal leg, how long is it? How many boxes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had we figured that out, we counted. Okay, not doing rocket science here, guys. Right? What's the length of this vertical leg? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? When you have a triangle, how do you find the length of the hypotenuse? A squared plus B squared equals what though?
C squared.
C squared. Okay? What's A and B? We just counted. 6 and 8. Right? 6 squared plus 8 squared equals your length squared. Right? What's 6 squared? Put down your calculator. I will beat you in the head with it. That's it. What is 8 squared?
64.
64. Now you can use your calculator. Okay. 700?
Oh, that's the fun one.
Yeah, we're finding the length of this line.
100.
Okay? But what is that? What do you have to do still? Marcus.
This isn't the answer to your question. It's a question.
What?
Does it matter which one I choose to be A or B?
No, because you're adding them, so it doesn't matter. It just has to be, it can't be opposite of the right angle. That's the only thing. It has to be either that one or that one. It can't be opposite of the right angle. Okay? The length squared is equal to 100. I have one more step. What do I do? Yeah.
It's squared.
It's not the square. It's the other one. Square rooted. So what's the square root of 100? Don't put it down. 10. You're so fast to use the calculator. Okay? So, what did we just say? What did we just prove? The distance between 2 points is equal to the square root of A squared plus B squared, right? Okay. Can you go to like the next slide? Actually, you're gonna have to go like several. Sorry. Keep going. Keep going. One more thing. That right there. Okay. Top of page 2. The distance formula. Remember I said we're going to do it graphically so you can see where it comes from, and then we're going to do the equation. Here's my equation. I've got 2 points. Okay. I call them P1, P2, X1, X2. Oh, here's my points. I'm sorry. X2, Y2, X1, Y1. Any 2 points. Doesn't matter, right? We said it's going to be the distance is going to be the square root of what?
X1 plus minus Y1. Sorry, X1 minus X2.
What? We got to do one more.
Plus
Squared.
squared.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So under the bracket over here, X minus X quantity squared, right? Because that's that X distance, right?
I'm gonna need that.
You're going to do what the who?
I'm gonna need that like right now.
Okay. Econ. Okay. What did we add to it?
Plus Y1 minus Y2 squared.
Perfect. Okay. X minus X squared.
So that goes under that.
That goes on, yeah. See, he just wrote it there instead of putting it here. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay. x quantity squared
Minus X squared
plus
plus
y minus y. Okay?
Square or not?
Yep, quantity squared. And then the square root of all of that.
It doesn't matter if it's like x too much.
Okay, good point. Here's my question. Does it matter? Does it matter which is x, which is 1 and 2?
Yes. No, it doesn't, but you gotta keep them the same to one.
Exactly. Okay? As long as those match and those match, it doesn't matter. Which is 0.1, which is 0.2.
Well, you said as long as,
As long as your first x and your first y is a pair, your second x and your second y is a pair. It doesn't matter, but they have to be a pair. You can't have the first one on here and the second one on here be a pair. It has to be first and first, second and second. They have to be pairs. Okay? Then it doesn't matter what's x and what's 1 and 2. Make sense? Okay? I think we proved some of that last Thursday. Right? Because you'll end up with a minus of a minus or something like that. It all works out in the end. Okay? As long as the two yellow match and the two blue are a pair. Make sense? Okay? And it makes sense because of what we just did, right? The one leg of the triangle was the distance between the x's. And what was the other one? The distance of the y's. Okay? Oh, look, there we go. Okay, next slide, please. We're going to do a quick example. Okay. You brought your highlighter, highlight this example problem. You will thank me later. Put a circle around it, put a star around it.
Yeah.
Do something.
Okay.
Okay? Mark this example. Okay? Distance between 2 points. Y'all take forever to just like highlight.
That's it.
Dangerous. I'm already done.
Oh, okay, come on. Okay? What's my equation? X minus x squared plus y minus y squared, the square root of all of it. Right? We just need that, right? We just proved all that. Which one you want to take as 1?
-6.
Okay, we'll do that one as 1 and that one as 2, right? Okay. -6 minus -5. What does that end up being?
That's for the first one.
Yes.
So
X minus x. -6 minus -5. Y'all been eating your Wheaties or something. Okay, square -1.
Good job.
What do you get when you square -1?
You get 1, right?
Positive 1.
Yeah.
Okay? So that's part of it. Okay? Don't panic. It's not that bad, right? What do I do for the second part?
-6 and -2.
-6 minus -2. Okay? What's -6 and a -2? I got 2 minuses, so 1, 2, it makes it a plus. Right? So, right, -4. What's -4 squared? 4 times 4 is 16. Okay? 1 plus 16.
17.
Are you okay? I thought you were ready to be dead.
We're like showing up on.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll catch you up. We're on just the back page one. I promise we'll catch you up. Okay? Square root of 17. Okay.
Oh, we just leave it right there. Or we do that 17?
Okay, well, first of all, can we make this any smaller?
No.
How do you know?
Because it's no square root. So.
There's no square root. Well,
We can.
this is where you guys like to pull out your calculators on me. Okay? It's an odd number, so what? Okay? If you go through, what's 2 squared? 4, right? Does 4 go into 17 evenly?
No.
Okay? What is 3 squared? Does 9 go into 17 evenly?
No.
What is 4 squared? Does 16 go into 17 evenly? Do I need to go any higher? Because why? I'm going to be bigger than 17. Okay? That means that's as far as we can go. Okay? Type it just like this, you guys. Don't mess with your calculators.
What do you do with plus minus thing? It would be like plus minus.
Oh yeah, it's not this.
That's not this.
It's like a couple chapters away. Okay? It's okay to leave it like this. Please go ahead and leave it like this. You don't need to plug in your calculator. Okay? Actually, the peers in my math lab actually likes them like this as opposed to your numbers. Okay? I found on the first test, a lot of you had put in the decimal, and that's why you were getting it wrong. So that's why I was giving you credit back. Okay? They didn't know. Okay? I think we have one more definition to do, and that's midpoint. Okay?
Someone.
Did someone come in? Okay.
Yo.
It's probably him. I'm just kidding. Oh, there it is.
Where are you?
Oh, it's Omar. Right there, isn't it? There we go. Okay. One last equation that we're going to look at, do an example of, and then we'll be done with 1-1. Okay, and then we'll move on to our circles. Okay. Our circles. You guys love the circles. You guys really don't like the circles.
How to.
Yeah, I noticed. This one. Yeah. We're gonna just scroll through all of them though.
No, not that one.
No, that's the very first one.
No, I.
Oh,
got to share from there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because it's sharing that screen, not this one. Oh, I wonder if you did that when you did the. That work? Okay, see if you can share your screen now. I don't know why. Let's try that. Okay, go ahead, try now. Okay, got it? Okay, midpoint formula. Okay, so the midpoint, what is the midpoint?
That's like the middle.
Halfway, right? So it's the point located exactly midway between two endpoints. There we go. More specifically, if you say M is the midpoint, right? Again, we're talking points, so it has to have an XY coordinate. We've got two different points, point 1, point 2. If the entire distance is like x1 minus x2, what would half that distance be? Yeah. Yeah, I'm asking you for real. Divide by 2. Yeah. So up here, midway. Okay. So in the words, the midpoint of a line segment is the point located exactly midway between two endpoints. Okay. So we showed when we graphed that very first example, x minus x is the full distance, right? So what's half of that? X minus x over 2.
So X minus X over 2.
Right? Does that make sense though? Logically? Yeah? So what do I do for the second half of it?
Y minus Y.
Right? Y minus y divided by 2. Okay? That's going to give you your midpoint.
Would it be to the square?
No,
No.
no, because that was the diagonal line. Okay? Does it matter which line too? Right? As long as you keep them in the same position, right? They have to match. right? They have to be a pair going across, right? Okay, questions? No? Let's try one example of this. Next slide, and then we'll go on to circles. Okay, so midpoint, okay? We're not drawing a line, we want a point, right? So what am I expecting?
An ordered pair.
An ordered pair, yes, thank you.
I'm done with that one.
That was Zoom, that was God talking to us through Zoom, okay? So we want an ordered pair, right? What kind of parentheses does ordered pair have? The regular ones, right? Okay? The regular parentheses, x comma y. Ta-da. Okay, we just said x minus x over 2 is x, right? Which one do you want to do one? You're going to do P1 first and then P2?
Yeah.
0 minus 4 is?
-4.
-4 divided by 2 is? -2. Unit fill. -2. Okay? Make sense? Okay? 8 minus 6.
14.
Divided by 2?
7.
Okay? Does that make sense? Okay? Think about what they're asking for so that you can check to see if your answer makes sense. Okay? For example, I want a midpoint. If my answer says y equals 3x plus 2, is that even remotely close? No. Why? I want a point, right? A point is an ordered pair. That's all it can be. Right? Make sense? Okay. Anything else for that section? No? Yes, sir.
Let's ask them about the midpoint formula. What field right here? That's right.
Midway or halfway. Yep. Midway or halfway between the two endpoints. Yeah, we didn't put them on.
God has it though.
But good human being. He's like, I got this. Okay? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Nope. Next. Okay. 1.4. Circles. Our favorite. We just have a few of these, okay? Then we'll be done for today. Okay, we can go past, yeah, 1.4 circles. Next one. Okay. What is a circle? It's this round thing, right? Okay. It's a fixed distance away from a specific point, right? So we call our fixed distance R. Have you ever done that thing where you put a nail with like a piece of rope?
Yeah.
Right? And you attach it to a nail and you attach the other end to a pen? And you go all the way around? You're never changing that distance, right? What does it draw? A circle. Okay?
It's a nice circle.
My fixed point, that's way better than the ones I
Yeah, that's all I'm thinking. That's a nice circle.
listen at him. He goes, yeah, that's better than yours.
No, the mine, not yours.
Just kidding. So the fixed distance R, what do we call that? What is the word for it? Yeah, but we give it a word that starts with the letter R. Radius. Perfect. You got it. He's like, I did that. Okay. What is that fixed point called? Could call it a vertex. What else could you call it? No, that one's not right. The word C. Center. Yes. Look at Henry being smart. Yeah, Henry. Baseball teams gotta catch up here. They're kind of like out doing more. Come on, you two. Come on, you two. Yeah, you can tell Brandon. I missed it. Why is he in Canada? Why? Like permanently?
No, for the break.
That's a hot mess. Okay, next slide. Did he really?
Yeah, so the morning.
Oh my gosh.
So the morning.
Okay. I think this is where you guys, and a lot of you guys last Thursday that I had for tutoring was really getting hung up on the standard form of the equation of a circle. Never.
On the test.
There you go. On the test. Other than that, probably never. Okay?
I want to be that.
So what do we call that line? R. Yep. What do we call that center point? We call it HK. Okay. It's a point. So what is that HK? It's an ordered pair, right? Okay, because it's a point. R is actually a length of the line, right?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. I think you can do the next one. There we go. To find the length of the radius, let's use that distance formula we just came up with. Okay? So we've got distance is x minus x squared, y minus y squared, square root of that, right? Okay. Well, we have a point, and we have r. What is r in this equation? D. Perfect. It's the distance, right? Length. R. R equals. Make sense? Okay. What else do we got?
We got an X and a Y.
Okay. Which is H and K. So if I did square root x minus h squared, quantity squared, right? Plus y minus k, quantity squared, right?
Oh, that's X minus H.
X minus h. Now, I don't like square root signs, so I'm going to square both sides. I'm going to get r squared equals x minus h squared plus, hold on, don't panic, squared. Yes, sir.
Where are you getting this square? You just square.
Everything I can do to one side, I can do it to the other as long as I keep it in balance.
Okay, so you square.
Okay? I don't like square root signs. They're icky, right? I can't type them, I can't draw them, I don't like them. If I square that, what happens to a square and a square root?
It goes away.
It goes away.
So what about the squares inside of that square?
They're still there.
Yeah, why don't they go to 4 instead of saying 2? If you still square root of
Well, because you just said my two, I see where he's going. Your square and your square root. Right?
Yeah, it doesn't affect
Okay.
inside that square root.
It doesn't affect anything inside it.
Okay.
Okay?
You do that, you know what I'm talking about.
I know what he's talking. He was trying to give the square to the whole thing and its pieces.
Exactly.
That's what he was trying to do. You don't do that. No, stop. Okay? Did I just say anything? Like that's not it? Is that okay?
Yeah,
Was it close?
that was pretty good. It was,
Okay, cool.
yeah, it was right on.
It was not even in the right context, was it?
No, it was right on.
Okay. Okay, so if your square and your square root cancel each other out, you haven't touched anything under it.
Okay.
You just got rid of the outside.
Got it.
Make sense?
That's good.
Y'all, that's it.
That's it.
That is your standard equation of a circle. Okay? When it asks you for the standard form, my radius is 4. What am I going to put here? What's 4 squared? 16 equals x minus whatever the x of the center point is. Okay? Squared.
So we're just gonna have the center point, like, so it's gonna get this.
You need to have 2 of those pieces. Okay? So it gives you the center and the radius. You can figure out what the standard equation is. Okay? So say my center point is 1, 2. Okay? It's going to be x minus 1 quantity squared plus y minus 2 quantity squared equals 16. Leave it.
That's it. So
Leave it. Don't try doing anything with it. Okay? I feel like you guys are trying to like take it to that next step and you don't have to. It's fine just like that. Does that make sense? Are you okay, Marcus? You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay. I was like, I saw a little steam coming out of your ears. I wasn't sure if that was like thinking or what was going on. Okay? Make sense?
Yeah, but
Okay. So, next slide. The standard form of an equation of a circle with radius r,
it's a radius.
radius r. What is your problem?
I didn't see the numbers on the last one.
Oh, okay. There were no numbers.
But you put like 4.
Oh, I said that the radius was 4 and the point was 1, 2. That was my example. It's not on the paper. Yeah. Okay. And what is HK? No. Wait, no, not the number, but what does it mean?
Center.
Center. Perfect. Okay. Is. Okay. So center HK is r squared equals.
R squared equals
Okay. Parenthesis. X minus what?
H.
H. Perfect. Parenthesis squared. Plus. Perfect. Parenthesis. Y minus K. Parenthesis squared. That's it. And you leave it like that. Plug and chug. Make sense? Plug and chug. Okay? Don't try moving things. Don't try expanding it out. For standard form, we want it to look like this. Okay? You can multiply out your R. That's fine. It's the only one you're allowed to touch. Okay? Make sense? Okay. Next slide, please. Okay. Standard form of equation of a circle. Radius R, center 0, 0. Okay? R squared equals, right? That's how I start my equation, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Parenthesis. X.
Oh.
Yeah. No. I'm going with the equation, my dude. X minus what? 0. Parenthesis squared plus. What goes next?
1 minus.
Y minus 0. Perfect. Parenthesis squared. Do I need to keep those zeros in there? Nope. So, my standard form of equation of any circle that has its center at the origin at 0, 0 is going to be equal to r squared equals what? X squared plus y squared. Every single time. Okay? If I say my radius is 5, 25 equals x squared plus y squared. That's it, you're done. If I say my radius is 2, 2 squared is 4 equals x squared plus y squared, you're done. Okay? What is making that unique? That center point, right? Your center is at 0, 0. Every single time your center is at 0, 0, it's just x squared plus y squared.
We're going to allow both base.
Yeah, pretty soon. Okay? Let's take that one step further. The unit circle. What does unit circle mean? What is my radius? 1 unit, right? I put it at the center. What is my equation? I just said everything that has a 0, 0 is right here, right? R squared equals x squared plus y squared. Go ahead. Perfect. Exactly. Okay? 1 squared equals x squared plus y squared. Well, 1 squared is 1. Okay? X squared plus y squared equals 1. Every single time. Okay? Those are some special cases. but we're all using that same formula. Make sense? We're almost done, I promise. Okay? So, on the next page at the top, standard form of an equation of a circle with radius r and center at origin, it's going to be the r squared equals x squared plus y squared. Alright? And in the box below it, says what happens if my radius is 1? What is my standard form? 1 equals x squared plus y squared. Yeah? Is it making sense, y'all? Are you lying to me? Okay. Henry would never lie. I feel like Henry lies to me every day.
Wait,
I'm just saying.
I mean, at least once.
But Luke walked. Sometimes twice, it's a good day. Yeah? Does that make a little bit more sense than it did before? Yeah? Okay. We can go on the next one. Okay. Standard equation of a circle. Radius 4, center minus 5 and 2. Okay? So, going back to the original, r squared, which is what? 4 squared, which is 16. Beautiful. Okay. Have we needed our calculators yet, y'all?
Yeah.
Ha! Imagine that. Okay. What comes next? X minus minus 5.
Square.
Okay. Parentheses squared. Okay. Around the whole thing. Okay. Plus parentheses y minus what? Plus 2. Right? Parentheses squared. Okay. Here we can make it look a little prettier. Okay. We're not going to go overboard. 4 squared is 16, right? Equals parentheses x what? I got a minus minus. I have a minus minus. So what do I do? Plus. Perfect. Plus 5. You see that? Squared. And then leave the rest. Nothing else. Nope. Because we don't have any negatives or anything. See what?
I thought it was doing like the square.
Oh, this one? No. Nope. We're leaving it like this. Make sense? Fine. Does that mean no? Oh. Okay, let's take a look at this. If I was given the equation 16 equals x plus 5 squared plus y minus 2 squared, what's my radius? Y. Well, yeah, but what if we didn't know all that above it?
Well, you know, whatever it is, it's not.
Square root of 16. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it said, here's the standard form of the equation of a circle, what's the radius? You take whatever number that is and square root it. Right? What are my points? What is my center point? No. Yes. Thank you. Because you subtract, right? Positive 2. I need to subtract, but I'm adding. How do I do that? Add another negative, right? Negative 5, positive 2. Okay?
Wait. Why are we saying that we switched it to like for the 5 to be positive and then?
Okay, let's do another example. Over here, can we put 25 equals? He's like, maybe. There we go. Equals parenthesis x plus 3 parenthesis squared plus parenthesis y minus 5 parenthesis squared. Okay? Here's my equation. What's my radius?
No.
I heard 1. You were right, but they didn't hear you, so I don't hear them. 5.
Oh, okay.
Right? Square root of 25, right? Perfect. What is my center point?
-3, 5.
Negative 3 and 5. It's the opposite sign.
Okay.
Okay? Perfect. Make sense?
Yes.
So now you can go, if you're given the radius and the center, you can write the equation. You can also recognize the equation and go backwards now, right? Okay, perfect. Let's see. So make sure you know how to write the standard form of the circle, and you know how to graph it. Okay? If you're given a point, you know how to graph it, right? If you're given the center and the radius. Put the point on there, count boxes. I typically count up, down, left, and right, and then somehow kind of like try to connect them. Okay? So for here, here's my equation. X plus 5 squared, y minus 2 squared. Okay? It's the example on the bottom of that page. Okay? Equals 16. What is the center?
-5.
Negative 5, positive 2. Yeah? You see that? Opposite signs. What's the radius? Because square root of 16 equals 4. So the radius is 4. Yeah? Okay. Me and all my lovely artistic abilities. I go -5, 2, and I put a dot. Okay, so on your graph, put a dot at -5, positive 2. Okay?
Don't you go out like 4, 5?
Exactly. Because the radius is 4, I would count 4 on either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4 up, put a dot. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, and 4 down. So you end up with like a plus kind of sign. What?
Didn't you just say what you just said? You
Did I?
usually start the point and count away. Okay.
No, she's talking about 5, -2, -5, 2.
What?
He's talking.
I don't know what he said.
Okay.
Okay? And then, in all of my wisdom, I attempt to connect them and make a circle. I mean, luckily, you know, my math lab kind of does the circle for you. Okay? Yeah, that's one of my circles. Kind of that egg shape, kind of like.
Mine looks more like an acorn.
Yeah, mine looks more like a diamond. Yeah, like yours. The baseball guy is a diamond. I love it. Okay? So you were given the equation, you just figured out the center, the radius, and how to graph. Just from that equation. All the information's there. Okay? Last problem. The general form of the equation. Okay? Are we feeling good with the standard?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're going to get ugly. Okay? Y'all gonna love this. We are going to take our original equation and we are going to multiply that sucker out as far as we can. Because that's what y'all like to do anyway.
So multiply.
We are going to expand all the exponents. We're going to multiply. We're going to distribute. We're going to do the little distribution to everybody. Okay? If I get the 2 terms on the left, I get x squared, right? Because I'm going to do x plus 5 times x plus 5. Distribute my x. X times x is x squared, right? 5x plus 5x is what? 5 is.
Oh, I thought you were multiplying.
We are not multiplying.
5
and 5 is 10. Y'all are awesome. 10 plus 5 squared. Okay? Do y'all know the shortcut to do this? Maybe? Do you all know the shortcut? Square, square, 2 times that times that.
Say that.
Yes, sir. X squared plus 25. So square that, square that. The middle term is going to be 2 times 5 times x. So 2 times 5 is, now we multiply. Okay? 10x. So whenever you have an equation like that where it's something like squared, you can always use this for the shorthand. Or if you need to draw both of them and do the little mountain hops, do that too. Okay? Do whatever you need to do. Okay? The second part then gives us what, Marcus? Y squared. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. 2 times negative 2 times y. So what's 2 times negative 2? Minus 4y.
Minus 4?
Well, yeah, because you told me 2 times negative 2 is minus 4.
Yeah.
So minus 4.
Yeah.
What's your question?
Hold on, do that one more time. Well,
Okay. Okay. It's because there's a negative sign. It's okay. Okay? Put the negative with the 2. Because it's the same thing as saying plus a minus 2, right? Same thing. Okay? I can say a squared, so y squared, negative 2 squared. What is that?
That's 4.
What sign? Positive 4, right. So y squared plus 4.
Plus 4.
Okay? And then that last one is 2 times whatever's in there, okay? 2 times negative 2 times y. So minus 4y. Because that minus is coming from that negative 4. Does that make sense? Okay? So, when we can simplify like terms, we end up getting something called the wrong side of my paper. The general form, okay? So it's going to look like x squared plus y squared. Okay? So we can start with that. X squared plus y squared, because there's the x squared here and the y squared from there. Okay? Plus 10x minus 4y. Because we have to put these two together. Okay? Can't mix x's and y's, right? We got apples and oranges, can't mix them. Okay? Can I combine a 25 and a 4? Yes, what do I get? What's 5 plus 4? 29. Plus 29 equals, okay? I still have the 16 here, okay? Now, for the general form, I want it to be equal to 0. How do I get rid of 16? Minus 16, okay? What is 29 minus 16? 13. So, my final equation, x squared plus y squared plus 10x minus 4y plus 13 equals 0. The only thing we can combine in these equations are the numbers that have no variables with them. The only thing we can combine. Okay? Equals 0. We always wanted to equal 0 for this type of equation, okay? Big difference between the general and the standard, okay? Standard, we get r squared, right? General, we have 0. Okay? Does that make sense? You okay, Gabe? Is that a no? So, 25 plus 4 minus 16. Remember, I can only combine numbers. That's all I can combine. Yeah? Okay? Okay, let's do one example. Oh, I lied. We're going to do definition first. You can go to the next slide. So, in general, it's gonna look like x squared plus y squared. Okay? Plus ax plus by plus c equals 0. So your task is to try to find out what those a, b's, and c's are. Okay? And that's going to be dependent on the center, right? Because that's where you get the other form. And it's going to be based on that standard form. Okay? But in general, it should look something like this. Okay? It's always going to be x squared plus y squared equals 0. It's always going to be that. You just try to find out those other three in the middle. Okay? Y'all, that's like half the equation. It's like half credit right there. Okay? You see what I'm saying?
So
Okay.
we type this for the test, we don't get out credits. No.
Maybe like a quarter. Only because it's you. If you didn't say anything, I'd be like, sure. Oh, it was Marcos, not Marcus. Okay, rock on. I got you. Okay, questions? One last example. Okay? Last one on the page, and then y'all are done. Chapter 1. Okay? Consider the equation x squared plus y squared plus 2x minus 8y plus 8 equals 0. Okay? Complete the square. Okay? Step 1, let's put all our x's on together and all our y's together. It just makes sense in my brain. Okay? So let's do x squared plus, whoosh, I think that was me, my bad. I touched the board. Do I have to do over here? I don't know, I broke it. I'm sorry.
I think view,
I think when I hit the,
view, full screen.
oh, up here?
No, it says view.
Oh, this thing? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I learned something today. Okay, so my step 1 would be I would put my x's together and my y's together, right? X squared plus 2x. And then y squared minus 8y. And then I got a plus 8 equals 0 there. We'll just ignore that for now. Okay? My goal here, can I look at that and tell you what the radius and the center point are? I can't. If I can take it from this form and put it in the standard form, can I figure out what the radius and the center point are? Yes. Okay? Because that's that radius squared equals x squared plus y squared. That thing. If we put it back into that other format, I can tell you what the center is and I can tell you what the radius is. Right? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. Now, complete the square, don't panic. Step A, don't panic, okay? Step B, remember when I said it's 2 times the variable times the number that are all in the parentheses, okay? So, 2x is gonna be equal to 2 times x plus, I'll say G for Gabriel because he's sitting there. Does that make sense? No. Can we solve for that mystery number? Yeah? Okay. So it's going to be 2 divided by 2, right? Yes, sir.
We're on step 2 with complete the square.
Yes.
Where's that? You got 2, we use the x, right?
Yes. Yes, there's a 2 here. So that's where that 2 on top comes from. The 2 on the bottom is from that 2 times equation. It's always going to be divided by 2. Okay? I have to square that. Okay. What's 2 over 2?
1.
1. What's 1 squared? 1. I'm adding 1 to this side. What do I have to do to the other side? Add 1 as well. Okay? Let's do the same thing for the y's. Y squared minus 8y. What's the number that goes on top? Negative 8. Perfect. What do I divide by?
2.
2. You always divide by 2. No matter what. Okay? Then you square it. So what is 8 divided by 2?
4.
4. It's negative, so negative 4. What is negative 4 squared? Positive 16. If I add 16 here, what do I have to do to the other side? You have to add 16. Perfect. You have to keep it in balance, right? Okay. Let's also move that 8. How do I get rid of this 8? Subtract 8. If I do that on this side, what do I have to do to the other side? Subtract 8. Okay?
You got rid of the 8y.
Because these are going to give me, do you remember the form of the previous
I see
equation?
what you does say you got rid of the 8y.
Oh, no, 8y right here.
Oh, the y is subtract the 8. Oh, the plus 8 right there.
Yeah. Okay? For the x component, x squared plus 1x plus, x squared plus 2x plus 1, okay? Parenthesis, x minus. What's it going to be? What are my factors of 1?
1 and 1.
1 and 1. Okay? My plus or minus?
Wait. What?
Plus. Okay, you said minus. What do you think? I know, but I was asking you. What do you think, Grant? Okay, we got 2 plus and a minus. What do you think? Drew?
I mean, the minus and the minus would make sense now.
But what's here?
Plus.
So could I have a minus and a minus to make it a plus here? But you're adding, you're not multiplying. So it would have to be a plus.
Yes.
So x plus 1, right? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Remember that center term is 2 times, it's going to be 2 times that, okay? The 2 has no sign, I mean it's always positive. There's no negative sign there. This is going to be positive, so it has to be a positive times a positive times a positive because you're multiplying 3 things together. Right? That's why it's a plus. Parentheses squared. Right?
Yes.
Let's do the same thing for those y's over there. Plus, parentheses, y, minus. Okay? What number goes there? Square root of 16.
4 and 64.
It's going to be a 4. Right? Plus or minus?
Minus.
You see that?
Is it?
It's a minus because you've got minus 8y. 4 square root of 16.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh, I did it again.
So then why did you get the 1 on the other one?
Square root of 1.
But what happened to the minus 8y? Oh, because
It's buried in there. It's buried in there.
okay.
Okay, what is 16 plus 1 minus 8?
That makes 9.
9. Does that look like something we know? What does that look like? Okay. What's my center point?
Maybe the 1 or
Beautimous. What is my radius?
No.
No. 3. Why? Okay. Y'all just went from that general form and told me what the center point and the radius is. You see how you did that? You just gotta connect those dots. It's that factoring. I now have a center point and I have a radius. Can I graph it just like I did with the previous examples? Okay. I think there's actually a graph on the next slide if you want to put it there. Oh, I'm sorry, go back. You're still catching up. Yeah, so we can do it here. So go -1 and 4, put your dot, count your 3 blocks on either side, up, down, left, and right, and then kind of do your swish. Does that make sense? Does it make circles make a little bit more sense than they did before? Well, that's wrong, so we have to do that. I'm just saying. I did it wrong in my example. I'm sorry. Questions, comments, concerns, insults, anything? Anything? Chapter 1 a little bit more clear?
Yeah.
This is a little bit more narrowed down than what you got before. Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay. Anything else? Okay. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, you're welcome. Yeah, you probably need to do this part because the very first page, I jacked up a lot of the first example on my example problems. Okay. Any questions to anyone online? You can type them in chat if you don't want to come on. You can do whatever you need to do. Otherwise, you are free to go for today, and we'll catch up back with you tomorrow.
I just realized that I didn't catch a couple words on the first
I can't
slide.
hear you, Matt. Hold on one second. Okay, try again.
I just realized I didn't catch a couple words on the first slide.
Okay. You're welcome. So like in the first box?
The 2 last boxes on the first slide, I believe.
The rectangular coordinate one?
Moving to the right creates a positive x coordinate or...
Ordinate. O-R-D-I-N-A-T-E. Yeah, we didn't write it on the slides. That's my bad. Yeah. Oh no, that's the abscissa. Did that help, Matt?
I didn't quite catch that.
Okay, so for the x coordinate, it's abscissa, and the y coordinate is ordinate.
O-R-D-I-N-A-T-E?
Yes.
How do you spell the other one?
A-B-S-C-I-S-S-A.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.